right. The Board of Parks and Recreation Commissioners of Kansas City, Missouri meeting for December 12th, 2023 is hereby called to order. Will Secretary Houston please call roll?
Commissioner Gurentz?
Aye. Here.
Commissioner Reese?
Here.
Commissioner Smith?
Present.
President Hayden?
Present.
I believe Commissioner Contreras will be joining later.
Correct.
Thank you. All right, the first item on the agenda is the approval of the November 14th, 2023 board minutes. Do any of my fellow board members have any changes or comments to this item?
No changes. Move to approve.
I actually have one change. In the approval of the minutes from last time, it says it was seconded by Commissioner Contreras, but he was absent last month. I think it was Commissioner Court.
Okay.
So with that change, may I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve with change.
Thank you.
Second.
Commissioner Taylor. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion is passed. The second item on the agenda is resolution number 32373, considering board approval of the appointment of Rosie Privatera Biondo as chair of the Kansas City Museum Foundation. Director Cotton is the sponsor of this memo, so I will turn it over to him.
Yes, thank you. Yes, at the regularly scheduled Kansas City Museum Foundation board meeting on Monday, December 4th, the board elected Rosie Privatera Biondo as the new board chair, replacing Alan Dillingham. The vote for Rosie to replace Alan was unanimous. Rosie has been a member of the museum board since May 20th, 2019. Chalupa Masanda, Deputy Director of the Kansas City Museum, is here and can answer any questions from the board. Staff recommends approval of the appointment of Ms. Privatera Biondo as the board chair of the Kansas City Museum Foundation.
Any questions?
Madam Chair, I'd like to go ahead and to approve that change for the new chairperson.
Thank you. I have a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, this item is passed. Congratulations. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32374, considering board approval of the cooperative agreement with the Kansas City, Missouri chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity for the use of the second floor of the Swope Interpretive Center. Director Cotton.
Yes, thank you. The Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity was founded in 1911 at Indiana University. Local chapters of Kappa Alpha Psi provide college scholarships, serve as mentors to young men, and provide countless hours of community service across the nation and internationally. Locally, the Kappa Alpha Psi alumni chapter works diligently with young men to prepare them for college and provides extensive community service. This past spring, the Park Board voted for an agreement that allowed the Frontier District of the Scouts to utilize the lower level of the SIC for their Scout meetings and activities. The Scouts would like to work with Kappa Alpha Psi in a collaborative venture to beautify the community and team together for the benefit of providing positive outcomes for youth of the community. In this partnership, the Kappa Alpha Psi alumni chapter would utilize the second floor of the SIC for collaboration with the Scouts. In lieu of monetary payment, the alumni chapter will continue activities with the community on cleanups at Meyer Boulevard, Swope Parkway, the Swope Park entrance, and will begin taking care of the annual planting and maintenance of the Ebe Garden located in the rear of the Swope Interpretive Building. This aligns with the Mayor's vision in the Kansas City Playbook to explore opportunities and identify partners to implement native landscaping, habitat protection, water quality, and agriculture and other projects in areas designated for permanent open space on city-owned properties. Staff recommends approval of the cooperative agreement with the Kansas City, Missouri chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions or comments on this item?
Well, I'll just say I continue to be delighted with these type of partnerships. So glad to see we're able to connect, especially with such a reputable institution, especially within the Black community. So move to approve.
Thank you.
Second. And I'll just say our own Terrence Williams is an alumni of that fraternity.
Wonderful. All right, all in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, this item's passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32375, considering board approval of amendment number 1 to the agreement with Blue Symphony LLC to extend the contract time to April 30th, 2024 for website redesign, website development, content management system, and website support and hosting. Heidi Markle, the marketing and events manager, is sponsor of this memo.
Good afternoon. It's been 7 years since we last overhauled the website, and I just underestimated how much time that was actually going to take. So we just need some more time, a few more months.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone have questions about that?
No.
As someone who's been on the website a lot, I'm excited to see the redesign.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
I have a
Me too.
motion. I have a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, this item has passed. The following 10 resolutions are encroachment license agreements for various locations throughout the city. Resolution number 32376 in favor of 1111 Grand LLC for valet parking. Resolution number 32377 in favor of 1111 Grand LLC for a canopy for the Ambassador Hotel. Resolution number 32378 in favor of Darden Restaurants, Inc. and Capital Grill Holdings, Inc. for valet parking. Resolution number 32379 in favor of the Crossroads Hotel Group, LLC for valet parking. Resolution number 32380 in favor of the Record Bar, Inc. for an awning. Resolution number 32381 in favor of Savvy Bridal Boutique, LLC for a sign fixture. Resolution number 32382 in favor of the Monarch Bar for fixtures and valet parking. Resolution number 32383 in favor of FRC Balance LLC for a sign fixture. Resolution number 32384 in favor of 906 Grand Boulevard Hospitality LLC for valet parking. And resolution number 32385 in favor of 2041 Broadway Boulevard for door swing projections. James Wong from our Engineering and Planning Department is here to answer any questions. Anyone have questions about all of those? Or any of those?
So we're given permission, we're not paying for them. It's not out of our pocket, right?
Most of them have a fee that will be paid to the
Yes.
Parks Department.
Okay.
No, my only question is there anything that is not standard to the natural request that you would like for us to give special attention to or you would like to call out?
No, those are pretty standard, encroachment.
Yep. So these are all fees that will be paid and for signage and other items.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I have no questions. It's all standard.
Right. Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve? Resolutions number 32376 through 32385.
So
Mo-
moved.
Thank you, Tom. Can I get a second?
Second.
Commissioner Taylor. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, these items have passed. Next item is again a grouping. The following 9 resolutions are sidewalk cafe license agreements for various locations throughout the city to provide sidewalk cafe services, including food and beverages. Resolution number 32386 is for the Broadway Cafe. Resolution number 32387 is for Capital Grill. Resolution number 32388 is for Fiorella's Jack Stack. Resolution number 32389 is for Jack's Fish House KC. Resolution number 32390 is for KC Mary's LLC. Resolution number 32391 is for Kona Grill. Resolution number 32392 is for Los Tules LLC. Resolution number 32393 is for the Quaff, and I will note this one also includes the sale of alcohol. And then resolution number 32394 is for Westport Ale House, and I will note this one also allows for a semi-permanent fixture. Terrence Williams, our finance manager, is here to answer any questions about any of those.
Terrence, my only question is, I noticed that there's rate difference between some that range from 7 to 18 to, I believe, 28. Can you remind me of the difference?
All right, so the lower, the ones that are 7, that's an agreement that we have with the Westport redevelopment, and so they get a lower rate for that area. The other rates, it kind of spans from whether they're going to be serving alcohol, whether they have a fixed patio, and those are things of that nature.
Okay.
So food, alcohol, and fixed surface will be a little higher.
Thank you. Anything that, the rest of this, as I understand it, is pretty standard. Anything that you want to notate that may be out of the ordinary in addition to the ones that will be selling alcohol?
No.
Okay.
And these are just renewing our agreements that we've had in
Yes.
Yes.
currently, correct?
So all the ones that you see here has had a long relationship with the Parks Department.
Thank you.
So
Commissioner
question.
Goring?
So, I'm a new member. Can you explain the breakdown of the fees they pay, how they're, let's go back to that so I understand it.
All right, and so if it's, the $7 is going to be for the west side redevelopment. So we have an agreement, so anything that's in Westport redevelopment. So everything is in Westport, they will have a lower fee to have a patio. And then I believe $18 per square foot would be if they're just serving food and beverages. And then it'll go up from there if it's food, beverages, and alcohol would be the highest rate.
Commissioner, did you have a different question? Because I just asked that same question, so were you looking?
I didn't understand the numbers, the dollars.
Got it.
And how they,
Okay,
yeah, no.
great.
you.
Move to approve. If there's no other questions.
Motion approved.
Can I get a second?
Second?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, these items have passed. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 32395, considering board approval of a final amendment number 3 with Arts Tech for youth and adult fee-based arts classes in the amount of $19,759.40. Superintendent Jennifer Jett is here to discuss.
Thank you. So we've been in an agreement with Arts Tech since last fall to provide programming for Westport and Kansas City North community centers. We're ready to close out that agreement for the services they provided and paying the outstanding invoices of $19,759.40, which is in our budget.
That's always good to know.
Yep.
Thank you.
We're not going to require anyone to do a GoFundMe here.
Do you have any quick impact report, or anything that you can share to give some additional light to this program?
I don't at the moment. I can give some estimates of each session, winter, spring, summer, and fall. We saw increasing participation as we started this program and grew this program. And we did take revenue in for each session. I can get those numbers and get it a little bit more solidified, but I don't have anything off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just probably more interested in the youth impact, the impact to the actual young people or the participants than the monetary piece. But I will welcome. I'm sure everybody else will welcome that update. I'm glad we're doing some good partnership that impacts our students.
Big fan of Arts Tech. I'm just interested in, are there conversations to host this program at other community centers as well?
Yes. So we started as a pilot program at Westport and Kansas City North, and specifically placed the funds at those locations because those communities were asking for those specific arts programs. But we partner with Arts Tech in a variety of other ways, and sometimes, depending on the proposals that we receive, we usually receive an Arts Tech proposal to provide Club KC programming, and that usually goes on throughout the summer at different locations throughout the city, including Hillcrest, Brush Creek, Southeast, Garrison. So we bring them out as much as we can and as much as they can provide arts programming for us.
Good work.
Great. Any other questions? All right, may I have a motion to approve resolution 32395?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, item is passed. The next item is resolution 32396, considering board approval of a cooperative agreement with the Missouri Department of Conservation for basic archery lessons at the Southeast Community Center. I'll turn it back to Superintendent Jett.
Thank you. So we've partnered with the Missouri Department of Conservation for a few years to provide archery at various locations. We've in the past provided it at Brush Creek Community Center, now Mary Williams Neal Community Center, and now we are moving it over to Southeast.
Any questions about that?
Oh,
All
and
right.
I'll just add, this is part of an initiative where we try to bring outdoor programming to just various urban locations in the city. So we're trying to provide more outdoor programming.
During my time at the Boys and Girls Club, this was probably my favorite field trip that we took kids on, and one that they thoroughly enjoy. So the fishing, the archery, I'm excited to see this. If no other comments, I'll move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passed. The next item on the agenda is Resolution 32397, considering board approval of a facility use without concession agreement for the Light Christian Center of Kansas City for the use of Southeast Community Center to conduct church services. And Superintendent Jett.
Thank you. So this is a pretty standard facility use without concessions. We have a few churches that rent our facilities for their services on Sundays. This one would run between January 7th and the end of December 2024, and we are anticipating that they will pay us $4,450.
Thank you. And my question is, the next item on our agenda is also a church services at the Southeast Community Center. So I just wanted confirmation these are in different rooms in the community center?
Yes,
Okay.
that room, or that facility has 6, 7,
Good.
8 rooms that are available. Yep.
Great. Any other questions on this one?
Move to approve?
Thank you.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, this item has passed. The next item that I just previewed is Resolution 32398, concerning board approval of Amendment Number 1 to a facility use without concession agreement with Word of Faith Church for the use of Southeast Community Center to conduct church services. And Superintendent Jett.
Thank you. So this is extending the end date from December 2023 to March 30th, 2024, and reflecting a total payment of $4,400.
Any questions? All right, I have a motion to approve.
Move to approve?
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, item's passed. The final item on the agenda is Resolution Number 32399, considering board approval of a facility without concession agreement with the Patel family for the use of the Tony Aguirre Community Center to play volleyball on Wednesday evenings. Superintendent Jett.
Thank you. So we've had an agreement with the Patel family for a few years now. They bring their large family to Tony Aguirre and play volleyball throughout the winter.
Sounds fun.
Move to approve?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, item is passed.
Thank you.
Thank you. I will now turn it over to Director Cotton for his update.
Absolutely, thank you. 4 pieces of new equipment have come in to help staff the cleanup of houseless camps. There are 2 tracked automated dump buckets and 2 tracked stand-behind skid steer units with grapple buckets to help with the removal of debris. Some of the areas that are being cleaned up are in areas that standard trucks cannot get to, and these will allow staff to safely remove debris with reduced physical contact. Staff removed houseless camp trash at Gillum Park and at Fairview Park. Honeysuckle removal is taking place east of the Southeast Community Center to reopen that area of Swope Park. New fitness equipment has been installed in 8 of the 10 community centers. The Shoal Creek Bunker renovation project is approximately 50% completed. The Community Service Division has hired 2 new staff members to begin reoffering recreational sports programming for youth. The Swope Pool facility was broken into again. Vehicles have been driving in through the trail to get around the gates and boulders. Measures are taking place to further prevent vehicles from being able to drive down the trails. Loop trail construction is underway at Montgall Park. The Paseo Gateway is scheduled to fully reopen this week. The MLK parking lot expansion is complete. All 4 lanes of Red Bridge Lane have reopened. Sidewalk installation continues. And bids for the 9th of Van Brunt Soccer Complex have been received. The 2 lowest bids are being reviewed by the CREO Office for Compliance. And that is my report.
Any questions for Director Cotton?
No. Just, I mean, we've continuously talked about safety and mitigation efforts, and so just curious if you foresee any additional plans or resources needed to protect
Staff?
staff and items.
Well, we're continuing to try to flesh out the ranger program. Obviously, we like to have rangers on site when staff are doing the cleanups. As we mentioned before, we've had some altercations at some of the sites. We'll continue to try to invest in equipment as we see a need for it to get into different areas to help protect the staff. Like I said, these last 4 pieces of equipment are all based off of areas that are extremely hard to get into. It's paramount that we protect the staff from the number one things I see at the sites are hypodermic needles. And it's paramount for us to protect staff from that. So that's one of the reasons for getting this equipment, so we don't actually have to handle it. So as we keep working on this problem, I will continue to investigate ways and means for equipment to keep the staff safe, resources to keep staff safe, and obviously I'll continue to coordinate with the city manager's office on getting more resources to help with this. Last year's budget, we had asked for more funding specifically for the houseless issue. That was kind of deferred off to Josh Hingus, who runs the city's houseless program, but we're going to continue to work on that and try to come up with this. And eventually, I'd like all of that to go to Josh's division, but right now he's gone from a division of 1 to a division of 3. So continue to work on that.
Definitely excited about that. And I know that when I think about staff safety, it's definitely in these type of cleanups, but I know that there's other type of cleanups as well. And so I would love to, of course, keep abreast and just know if there's any additional resources that are needed because, staff is our top priority.
Absolutely.
And thank you to the staff that are a part of that.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all here, but thank you. It's really important work.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We will now move into public hearing. Do we have any members of the public who are here? Okay.
All right.
Well, the board is now going to move into closed session. May I have a motion to move to closed session?
Yes, I move for the board to go into closed section pursuant to section 610.021, subsection of 1, and the revised statutes of Missouri to discuss legal matter, litigation, or privileged communications with attorney, and pursuant to section 610.021, subsection 2 of the revised statutes of Missouri to discuss real estate, and pursuant to section 610.021, subsections 3 and 13 of the revised statutes of Missouri to discuss personnel matters.
Can I get a second on that?
Try to repeat it.
Yeah. Tom?
No, roll call, Carmen.
Can we get a roll call, please? Stephen E.
Commissioners?
Commissioner Hayden?
Commissioner Taylor.
Aye, okay. Normally Carmen